It's the Nietzsche playlist. It's what we're talking about today. It's talk about shit from beyond good and evil. And I open the first page, the one that I have all my notes on, written in pencil, so we can get rid of them if we need to. And that says page 44. One should not go into churches if one wishes to breathe pure air. That's my note on this. So we go to page 44. Let's see what we got underlined in pencil. There's page 33. 44. And we say, and there's other stuff written above it that's underlined in pen, which is not mine. It says, from above downwards, there are heights of the soul from which tragedy itself no longer is to appear tragically. And if all the woe in the world were taken, who would decide whether the sight of it would necessarily seduce and constrain to sympathy, and thus to abide of the woe? And then my page 43 thing from the beginning of the book, when I was reading through it, my note, it starts being penciled under, that which serves the higher class of men for nourishment or refreshment must be almost poison to an entirely different and lower order of human beings. The virtues of the common man would perhaps mean vice and weakness in a philosopher, and I hear him call himself a philosopher. He's thinking that way. Even though he's a philologist, he's studying the words of man. Yet, this early in the book, I can see where people would think he was against it all. The virtues of the common man would perhaps mean vice and weaknesses in a philosopher. It might be possible for a highly developed man, supposing him to degenerate and to go to ruin, to acquire qualities thereby alone for the sake of which he would have to be honored as a saint in the lower world in which he had sunk. This last sentence wasn't underlined by me, so I wasn't supposed to read it. But it leads into the next phase. There are books which have an inverse value for the soul and the health according as the inferior soul and the lower vitality, or the higher and more powerful make use of them. In the former case, they are dangerous, disturbing, unsettling books. In the latter case, they are herald calls which summon the bravest to their bravery. Books for the general reader are always ill-smelling books. The odor of paltry people clings to them, where the populace eat and drink, and even where they reverence, it is accustomed to stink. One should not go into churches if one wishes to breathe pure air. The taste for the unconditional. Is it asking too much? Do we not see what we do is this little, what do you call it? Computer-generated thing, which works for you if you play the cards right, fucks you if you don't know the rules. Beyond good and evil, go out and find the pure air.